Hey everyone, in this tutorial you will learn how to solve a 2x2 puzzle cube using the Ortega method. This is an intermediate method used for solving 2x2 puzzle cubes. In total, there are 12 algorithms used in this method, and if you apply them correctly, it will improve your timing significantly. Alright, all set? Let's go! The Ortega method, also known as the Varasano method, has 3 steps. The first step is to solve one of the sides without permuting each pieces to their correct locations. And best of all, you can choose to start with any side of the cube. For this tutorial, we will start with the white side. Then in step 2, you will solve the opposite side using one of the 7 algorithms. And finally, in step 3, you will use one of the 5 algorithms to solve the rest of the puzzle cube. The first step of the Ortega method is to solve the white side. This step is intuitive. Typically, you will find a side where 2 of the white pieces are already adjacent to each other, like so. Then, find the third white piece and join them together. Lastly, find and position the last white piece at either here or here. Then hold the unsolved white corner to the bottom right, like so. Then apply a cube commutator R', D', RD moves repeatedly to solve the white side. Here's how it goes. With that, the white side is solved. The second step of the Ortega method is called OLL, or orientation of the last layer, and it has 7 cases. Thus, you need to know 7 different algorithms. The objective of this step is to solve the yellow side, which is opposite of the white side that we have solved in step 1. And similar to step 1, you don't have to permute each pieces to its correct location. Alright, let's start with the first case. For this case, you do not find any yellow on the top. You have 1 pair of headlights, and there are 2 yellow pieces at the side of the cube opposite to each other. For this case, position the headlights to point to the left and apply this algorithm. R, U2, R2, U prime, R2, U prime, R2, U2, R. With that, the yellow side is solved. For the second OLL case, you do not find any yellow pieces on the top, but this time you have 2 pairs of opposite headlights, like so. To solve this case, position your puzzle cube with 1 pair of the headlights facing towards you, then apply this algorithm. R2, U2, R, U2, R2. With that, our yellow side is solved. The third OLL case is a simple one. You will find 1 yellow piece on the top, and when you move it to the bottom left, there is 1 yellow piece facing towards you. This is called the Sun case. To solve this case, hold your puzzle cube in this position and apply this algorithm. R, U, R', U, R, U2, R'. With that, the yellow side is solved. The fourth OLL case is quite similar to the Sun case. That is, we have 1 yellow on the top, but this time the yellow at the side is now facing to the right side instead. This is also known as the anti-Sun case. To solve this case, rotate the yellow piece to the top right side. Then apply this algorithm. R, U2, R', U', R, U', R'. You have successfully solved the anti-Sun case. For the fifth OLL case, you'll see 2 adjacent yellow pieces on the top. The other two yellow pieces are found at the side, opposite to each other. To solve this case, position the adjacent yellow pieces on your right and apply this algorithm. R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. With that, you have successfully solved the yellow top. The next OLL case is very similar to the fifth case. That is, you have two adjacent yellow pieces on the top and there is a pair of headlights. To solve this case, position the pair of headlights to point to the left, then apply this algorithm. F, R, U, R prime, U prime, F prime. With that, the yellow on top is solved. For the seventh OLL case, you'll find two yellow pieces on the top that are located diagonally to each other like so, therefore making it very easy to recognize this case. To solve this case, position the two yellow pieces on the top left and at the bottom right. Make sure that there's a yellow piece facing you at the side. Once you're ready, apply this algorithm. F, R prime, F prime, R, U prime, R prime. With that, the yellow side is solved. We will now move on to the third and final step to solve the puzzle cube. The third and final step of the Ortega method is called PBL, which stands for permute both layers. There are 5 cases in this step, therefore you will need to learn 5 new algorithms. For the first PBL case, you do not find any block on both the top and bottom layers. Hence, you can hold your puzzle cube in any directions. Once you're in position, apply this algorithm. R2, F2, R2. With that, you have successfully solved the puzzle cube. For the second PBL case, you have 1 block solved. To solve this case, position the block on the top layer and face it towards you. Then apply this algorithm. R prime, F, R prime, F2, R, U prime, R. With that, our puzzle cube is solved. The third PBL case is quite similar to the second case, except that now there are 2 blocks solved, one on the top layer and the other one at the bottom layer. To solve this case, join the 2 blocks together and face it towards you. Then apply this algorithm. R2, U, R2, U2, F2, U, F2. With that, your puzzle cube is solved. For the fourth PBL case, we have 1 layer completely solved and no block on the top layer. To solve this case, position the soft layer at the bottom and you can face your puzzle cube in any directions. Then apply this algorithm. F, R, U prime, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R, F prime. With that, our puzzle cube is completely solved. The fifth PBL case is quite similar to the fourth case, where we have the bottom layer completely solved. The difference in this case is we have 1 completed block on the top layer. To solve this case, position the soft block on the top layer to point towards the left. Then apply this algorithm. R, U, R prime, F prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R prime, F, R2, U prime, R prime. With that, our puzzle cube is solved. We have come to the end of this tutorial video on the 2x2 Ortega method. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Bye for now, and I'll see you next time.